Guru update number 15 or 16 or something. Who gives a crap? It's not as if anybody watches this shit, is it? How about this one for an impression? Oh, hello! It's me, Lawrence of Arabia. It's not a very good impression. It's the best I can do. And today we're talking about the Avengers. I don't know why we're doing it in this manner, but my God, you'll remember it for the rest of your life. Ha ha! Hello. Right, as you know, Douglas Adams always said you had to be there with a towel. Well, today we're actually talking about something that's a little bit more serious. We're talking about Avengers, but we're not just talking about the movie, we're talking about all of the movies, and we're talking about an attitude that seems to be very prevalent online at the moment, which is, I can't possibly watch this movie because it's not made by the company I really like. This is a Batman film, therefore I won't like anything this year. This is an Avengers film, therefore I won't like anything this year. This is a Disney movie, we must burn them! Why are you attacking something that you love? The problem I have is that everybody seems to be saying, don't watch this one because my film is better. Don't watch this one because my company is better than that company. But you know what? Anything that helps promote comics to the public, anything that helps people actually understand that comics are for everyone, absolutely everyone. There's no one that should be denied the comic that they want to reach, and no one should consider comics stupid because they're childish. No one should consider comics elitist either. Comics are the ultimate form of expression, both for artistic extent and of course from the written word. These are works of literature and the works of pulp brilliance, and you know what? To somehow turn it into some sort of battle of this company versus that company is nonsense. The fact is, Avengers is quite clearly the best superhero film made to date, but that might change tomorrow. When Batman opens, that might be considered the best one. When SpiderMan opens, that might be considered. Even Men in Black 3 might be considered the best superhero film ever made. But you know what we should be doing? We should be out there celebrating the fact that we've now got films that are not just mainstream, they are the ultimate mainstream. $1 billion movies that everybody enjoys. Now that's something to be celebrated. Go out there, watch them, enjoy them, and encourage people to read the actual original source materials, because otherwise comics will die, and they need you to help sort of bring them back to people's consciousness. Thing is, you see, you've got to focus on the actual comics themselves. Now let me show you a few things. As you can see, these are the actual comics that are being turned into big blockbuster movies this year. But the next one, of course, is SpiderMan. And this right here, Hooky, is a reprint of a 1986 graphic novel that Marvel put out. And it's brilliant. Bernie writes an art, and a lovely, lovely story, and a magical sort of terrifying adventure in a little pocket dimension. This is actually sort of a really, really nice little, almost fairy tale book, which gives you some dark and scary sort of... Essentially, this is an excellent book and definitely worthy of a reprint. In fact, Marvel has started reprinting these stories. Old Marvel graphic novels that have actually been reprinted for the first time in, oh god, 20 years. And they're being printed as one-shot issues. And it's superb stuff. Parallel Lives has just been released. A lovely little graphic novel. But of course, this one is fun stuff from the superlative master of art himself, Bernie Wrightson. Check it out. I mean, seriously, seriously, seriously check it out. And more importantly, recommend it to people once you've enjoyed it. Tell people in the streets that... It's brilliant! I'm telling you, it's absolutely... It's wonderful, it's amazing! I'm up my nose! Don't just limit people to sort of, oh, well, wasn't that one by Alan Moore supposed to be considered a literary bit of genius? Tell them about all the rest as well. There are some great comics out there which will excite and entertain everyone. Oi! You lot! This is not a library! God, bloody cheek, you can't get customers like it anymore. It's terrible. Did he just shoplift? Because Avengers is so de rigueur these days, I'll have to throw in a little mini review of this particular title. Everybody with, you know, an ounce of memory knows, over the last couple of years, my favourite character is in fact Captain Britain. I know, shocking, I haven't told anybody his complete secret, but now he's actually a full-time member of this team, rather than MI13. I love Rick Remender's writing, it's superb. However, I get the feeling that he hasn't really read any back issues involving Captain Britain since the Alan Moore stuff. He does seem to be using the character and actually not knowing what his power sets are, how he functions under pressure, or even anything about how the character's evolved over the years. Classic example, 2 issues ago, he actually had the character saying that his powers were being controlled by bioelectric circuitry within his costume. Yes, in 1982. In 1986 or 87, during Excalibur's time, issue 50 I think, it was found that the costume was doing what he was doing in order to allow a villain called Neron from destroying the multiverse. And actually he didn't need the actual circuitry in his suit to actually solve the problems or to use his powers. And after that they never ever used them again because the powers were endemic to him. And then they killed him off, meaning that when they brought him back he was a creature made entirely from magic, and he is as powerful as he believes himself to be. If you knock his confidence, then he will lose his power, and he will actually lose badly, very badly indeed. It's almost a complete misreading of his power sets and abilities. And also, why is he wearing his old costume? And I don't even mean the one that he wore for 15 years in Excalibur. I'm talking about the original one that Alan Davis designed for the actual Alan Moore run. It's a camp costume. Admittedly, it's a camp classic, but it's camp, it's silly, and they moved on. Go and reread Captain Britain and MI13, Mr. Remender, so that you can actually sort of portray the character as he should be portrayed. I love this character, and I want to see him getting the actual writing and respect he deserves within the greater Marvel universe. You do need to go back and do a bit of research, but I do like the stories and the writing overall. Get the research right, and I'm quite sure everything else falls into place.
Okay, Chris, ready? Go.
Yep. And last but no means least, we have Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's brilliant little beginning arc to DC's 52 relaunch Batman. Yeah, oh my god, I got it in the end. Ah! It's lovely, clean artwork, a nice, very simple story, and you know what? This is one of the very few 52 that's completely flawless. For my money, Detective Comics storyline is slightly better, but you know what? They're both from a very high vantage point in terms of quality. All 3 of the books that I've actually showed you tonight have one thing in common. They're all major blockbuster movie franchises, all of which have a brilliant new entry this year into our cinemas and our homes, hopefully, by the end of it. Go out there, show these comics off. These are fun, action-packed, actually rather cerebral stories in many cases that will genuinely entertain and divert you. And we all like to be diverted, don't we?
Right, Chris.
Oh, bye-bye. Shoplifters, not a good idea. It's brilliant, I'm telling you, it's absolutely... It's wonderful, it's amazing. I moved my nose.
Did you?
I did actually.
Let's have a look.